Hello, Jace Fugate here with another session of the Introduction to the Go Programming Language course. Today we're going to be going over our last video talking about slices. And this concept again should be similar to arrays, so hopefully this catches on very quickly because you do the same thing with arrays that you do with slices. We're going to be talking about how we want to iterate over the elements of a slice, or we use a for loop to iterate over the elements of a slice. And so I'm going to show you three things. I'm going to show you how to do it using your classic for loop with the variable that you initialize. You have your condition and then the thing that gets run after. I'm then going to show you how you can use it with range, and then show you how the underbar, or that blank identifier, can be used with it as well. I will go ahead and comment this out so when I print things, we only see the one. And so here we have a slice of strings called countries. And then right below it we have the for loop. We initialize our variable. We then say as long as I is less than the length of countries, so as long as I is less than 4, we'll continue this loop, and after each loop iteration we want to increment I. Then inside the loop we're just printing out whatever element is at the index that I equals. Let's go ahead and run this. And there we have it. It prints out India, America, Russia, England. And this should be, and hopefully it is, almost sounding like it's a repeated video, because you're going to be looping over arrays exactly the same as you do slices. And that being said, we can switch this, and let's do index, comma, value, colon equals, the keyword range, and then the slice that we want to iterate over. And then here I'm going to change this to printf, and let's say value is, and oops, not value, but key is, and value is, and then we'll place in the index into this first format verb, and then we'll place in the value into the second format verb. We'll go ahead and run that. I'll go ahead and explain this. What the range does is it will, when used inside of a loop, it will iterate over each item in a slice or in an array, and each iteration it will return the index and the value of the element that we're looking at right now. And we can use that the underbar if we wanted to. So if we wanted to omit index, because maybe we just don't need the index, let's just get rid of that, and maybe we just care about the value. So you can remove that and it will run just fine. As well, you can remove the value if you don't need the value, but Go will say that it's a little unnecessary what you're doing, and that you should just omit that second value completely. If there's only one variable on the right side of the range, then it will just place the index in there. Okay, and below we have another example. This is the same example that we were showing when we were going over arrays. And this is using a sum variable to add up everything inside this array. So let me clear this. Let's go ahead and run this. Let me look at this for a second, and oh, look at that. Didn't comment that out. There we go. Apologize for that. So let's run this again. I'm telling you, everyone makes mistakes. So we'll go and run that, and we get the total sum of 25.5. And we can use, if we want, this I, and then the condition, and then the after command. Or we can switch this over and say I don't need to use the index. I just need the number. Range numbers. And then I can just say the number, I want to sum the number plus equals. Remember this right here, this is the same as doing this. Just a shorthand, saves you some typing. And for some people it's a little cleaner as well. So we can do that just fine. We can go and run it, and there we have it. We have the same value. So I'm going to say this for probably the 50th time, but arrays and slices, when you're iterating over them, work exactly the same. But still play around with doing it with both arrays and slices, just to remind yourself and drill it into you that how to do this and what you can and can't do with it, as always, as I like to say. Thank you guys so much for being here, and hopefully we'll see you again